Hi guys, so I'm analyzing my video reference. So I'm going to be looking at um, these things that I'm going to post here while I'm watching a reference. So yeah, reference tips. So I'm going to be I'm going to be checking these things. So the first thing that yeah, it's not the first. There isn't really an order for you to do this, but yeah, this is the things that I'm going to look at. So I'm going to look at the weight, balance, body mechanics, like gravity or force, what part of the body is leading, what part is following. Also, squash and stretch. 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 Okay, I think it's well written, but yeah, you guys. So, anticipation. Going to be looking at the timing. But this part, you can figure out yourself. Don't copy. Also, um, yeah, where to push the poses. So I'm going to analyze the pose and follow some guides that I will explain you later on. So yes, also yeah, let me put this so the new people that are going to come in. So this is my notes to what watch no watch is like this, watch refs. So yeah, the performance ideas, yeah, performance and uh, movement ideas. I'm also going to look at little nuances or details. Yeah, let me share like okay. the guide. Let me share it. The guide. Let me share it. Slack. Where is Slack? Going live, talking about the breaths and what I will get. Come on in. Yeah, I'm in the right channel. Yeah, so what is happening? Hello. Oh yeah, this is opening. So yeah. So okay, guys, we are back. So hello, Kirakai. Yeah, we were here. So yeah, this is like for reference. This is what I am going to look at. After I analyze the reference, I usually like start posing the character and all of that. Wait, what's happening? So, oh, I'm always. Yeah, in this part where I talk about where to push the poses, it's like trying to improve the pose. So in this reference, maybe we could like just trying to explain this pose. We could like bring his arm like here so that we can read his head. This is one example that a thing that we can improve. Yeah, because whoa, what just happened? Someone followed me. Thank you for following me, meet plows. My English is bad. Yeah. Like I was saying, yeah, I lost myself with this bling bling bling. Yeah, so we can improve this pose like reading the face, the arms, and all of that. So yeah, so in this part, I have like more notes about how to create great poses. Yeah, and this is it's a complex. It's not a topic, but yeah, it's a complex thing because inside of this this note where to push the poses, I usually have this guide that I built for me that is about trying to find a way to communicate the pose. I also look at the line of action, the silhouettes, the twinning. So like the twinning is when you have like one thing, one part of the body mirroring the other. Usually, like it's not good to have like one one part of the body mirroring the other, but yeah, sometimes you want that to happen because you want to convey certain idea about the character. For example, I don't know if you guys know like the that square guy at Incredibles. He was he was his pose had a lot of twinning, but that was on purpose because they wanted to convey like the idea of the guy being boring and all of that. So yeah, these are not rules; they are just suggestions and things that I follow. So inside this topic, let me continue. I have like Contra postures, force and opposite force, exaggeration, arcs, directing the eye to a point of focus. For example, if my idea was to have all the lines pointing at his face because, I don't know, maybe he's telling something important, I would extend all the lines of the body to his face. Like movement resistance in and out of the poses, classic stretch, initiators of the movement and what's following. Weight and Fulcrum point. Fulcrum point is like I show it in here. It's like the weight of the body of his body. It's in this foot in this foot, and finding the middle, you can easily find if the character is in balance or not. In his case, he's not in balance because if you see the shape, you have like a lot of weight in this side, so that it doesn't fall off here. It needs uh, some movement or force leading him in the other way. So yeah, continuing, dynamic shapes. Dynamic shapes is like big masses of the body and like if they link in the dynamic way and all of that. Tangents are yeah, this is a principle of drawing. Um, it's when, yeah, you will want your tangents like this in a T and not like this or that thing. And finally, reversals. Yeah, I will look like in this example, in this reference, that I'm going to start analyzing. Yeah, it's like this is a C shape, and then it's going to break out of this shape, you know, like it's like in a C, but then it breaks. We could really exaggerate this to create more contrast. Instead of being like this, we could break that initial C shape that it was in. Yeah, and in that way you will create more appealing poses. So yeah, let's go. So in this, yeah, so in this part, like I'm seeing his initial pose, so his initial line of action. So this is also an anticipation pose for the movement that is going to perform. So then I start watching what part of the body is initiating the movement. In this case, you have like this arm that is going to initiate the movement so that his body doesn't fall to this side, and also the gravity starts taking place, and these foot start initiating the movement down. So yeah, it's anticipating. So this is bringing this down, this is coming down, this is coming down too, starting to now this part of the body starts taking the action. Do you see? It twists while it is twisting. Like this, yeah, like this pose is really good, like great level of action here. This comes forward. Look at this spacing. Like, yeah, like here I'm watching the spacing too, the timing and spacing. But look at this power, this pop. So much energy was wasted, but was wasted for a reason, so that he has enough like rotation momentum to bring him up. Yeah, for example, in this pose, if I had to recreate this pose, I wouldn't have like his arm in here. So I would have this pose, and then I would make his arm readable if I was using this camera. So his leg would be in here and his arm in here, and we would have a greater reading. Also the head, we could bring the head like here, so that we can better read the shape of the arm, and yeah, all of that. So look like he has to come up, so he uses the initial momentum of this part. So he rotates his torso. He also brings his arm out, so this is pushing, the arm is pushing the force so that he can come up. His chest is doing the same, his head, and then look at this. Also this leg comes up, and then like this spring, yeah, like pushes him up, and in order for him to rotate, he uses his initial rotation force, the arms and the chest, arms, chest, to generate enough momentum for him to rotate. also this arm will help him, so that, and the leg too, so that he can rotate. Like what I was saying in the beginning, we can enhance this pose. We can make a reversal. So this would be a great pose for us to break the initial C shape. Initial C shape. So it was like this, and then wait, it was like this. We even can do an S shape. Yeah, look. It was in this C shape, this C shape, and then we could break it like an S shape first, and then we could even exaggerate it more by breaking that initial C shape. Like, yeah, so let's take note. So this is an antic for a big movement. That is the up movement. Also, yeah, so the gravity is coming up. So this is the initiator. Look at this starts to initiate too. And this stops and this starts. We could also like look at the spacing, like bam, you know, like boom, then we can see that we can really observe like slow a slow out and a slow in and a slow out again with an acceleration. I usually like take notes of like for example this arm. I take note of the idea that is going to have like for example 2 frames slow out, and then is going to have a fast movement, but I don't. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I don't say how many frames, and then he has like a slowing. So in this way, like now that I'm going to pass to a phase where I'm going to start like a blocking plus and all of that, I'm going to start to put that kind of ideas where yeah, the slow ins and outs of pose, what is initiating the movement, what is following. I'm going to add more information to this initial blocking. I'm also going to start putting that ideas that I was talking about the increasing the pose, the readability, line of actions, arc silhouettes, and all of that. Yeah. So, and we can actually go like in this part of the my blocking, we could go like 30 frames. Like I'm going like this first 30 frames, and I analyze this, and I write down all the concepts, all the ideas to each part of the body, and start applying to my first 30 frames, and then I go again and look at, yeah, so I pose the character, had more in between pose and all of that. Then I go again and watch the reference again, and go more 30 frames, and this way I don't get overwhelmed with like the size of this shot, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so hope you guys can see the notes. Yeah, so he's coming up. His arms rotate for him to have like this rotation movement. He's coming up. Like the leg image. Yeah, like all these big movements that started the initial rotation, like stop to prioritize like this big movement, this big leg movement. So we can when we can come to our blocking and blocking plus, we can really accentuate like this idea. We can give more attention and more importance like to this leg movement, and keep everything more quiet with less movement. If we want to give power to this idea of this big leg movement, you know, we can tone down like the arm movements and all of that, so that our viewer is going to be focused on this leg. So yeah, for example, we can also increase the readability of this pose. I would like keep his head like this, pointing it there. I would put his arm maybe like this or something, to yeah, to have like this silhouette space, like out space pointing. So if we had like an energy line, we would like push every line of this pose, of this drawing, to this leg, and also keep these parts of the body, this leg, these arms, a little bit with less movement, more quiet, and bring all the importance to this leg. Like if I want to portray like a yeah, this leg movement, like give, if I want to give really importance to this leg movement. So comes up, and also increase, like, yeah, let me see. So see, we could break, and then yeah, so we could have this line, and then we could break it like this again. So it was like this, the line of action, and then we break it again like this to have more contrast. So it was like this, then we break. Oh, actually not. It's like this, and then it's like this again. Oh no. Yeah, we could bring like this, and then these shells again like this. So it was like this. Oh no. Yeah. We could break him here. Yeah, here we could break him to be more like this. We could increase like his line of action here. So yeah, actually, like, let's pay attention to his head. Like, look how he is focused to a point in the ground, and his head keeps in the same position while his torso rotates. And then when his body is in the maximum position of rotation, his head start turning around, and is watching where is going to land. The leg is the big movement initiator. Like here, like yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking, how could I make that other arm readable? Like maybe like this. Yeah, maybe something like this. We could make this poser better by making that arm readable, more readable. Um, yeah, let's see. So it's like how much time is like hanging. We could exaggerate like this timing of him being in the air. So he was in this shape, and we can start. So he was in this shape. We can start making an S shape, like and then yeah. So we have this. We could break in an S shape and then C shape again. Yeah, also this arm we could increase his pose like this. Initiator, so this comes down. Contact, 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 contact. This is a contact, this is a contact. We make this. He's out of balance, so he's going to come up forward. Comes forward a little bit. Like here, it's yeah. For example, we could increase like this pose like this, make like this arm more readable, and also like this. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool too, but we could bring him his hips a little bit down and have this more pronounced, like the weight of this big movement that he made, and then we could in our animation we could um, make a big pause here after like this big movement. We could make him stay a little more time in here in this pose to sell the other movement. And let me see. So and then we start a new movement. So comes, he anticipates the movement like this. So he makes a double anticipation. So he goes here, anticipates to this movement, come here, anticipates again, and voila. Oh, 3 times, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go. Whoa, far. Like boom, boom, boom. So his weight, it's primarily in this side of the body, right side. Body weight. So he initialized the movement with his arm. And look at the head. The head it's like turning, like I'm going this way, like it's telling I'm going this way. So he anticipates, he goes a little bit in the air, this springs out. Like here, I would make his arm to be like this, not touching the leg, like breaking like this silhouette. So right now he's closing this shape. I would bring him here, so it could be more readable. Also, we can keep the other arm like this, and then we could pop out this other arm. Keep the silhouette more readable in here and in here, but like this. Yeah, so this is a great example. If I had him like this, I would be twinning, so I want to avoid that. So in that way I could make the arm like this, bring him like this. So look at this cool movement. We could increase his pose this way, like his head would be like this, and we could increase this line much more. Yeah, let me see if this yeah, everything is fine. So so this arm comes in and anticipates. Yeah, he's anticipating with this arm, and then wow, this arm is like the big movement initiator. So we could, like in our animation, we could have we can work this idea of trying to make this arm movement with more importance. So we could like make the ad look, maybe look this way, and yeah, this S shape, like so cool. Like look how this breaks from a C shape to an S shape, and again to a C shape. Like this is fantastic. Like so initiates with the arm, then so we have to think like what is initiating the movement first, what second, what third, what's following, and all of that. So he stops the movement, the initial movement with the arm. Now he's falling, so he wants to gain balance. He's going to, yeah, this. So he needs force to bring him to this side so that he doesn't follow to that side. So he starts another big movement with the leg. and then the other arm follows, so he has this leg and this arm rotating him. And then he has so much momentum that he's going to almost levitate. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know if yeah, maybe this part is the only part touching the ground. So he uses the like this leg force to push him up. And also let's see this. So he squash, so he stretch, then he squashes. In terms of shape, if we look this, if he was like a graphical shape, if we connect like the dots, we would see like stretch, squash, stretch, mega stretch, squashes, stretches, like so. What am I? Stretches. This squash, stretch, mega stretch, then he squashes, stretch, squashes, and then mega squash, then he stretches a little bit. Also here is squashed. Stretch, squash, stretch, squash, mega stretch. Then we could like squash, stretch, squash, stretch, squashes. So big movement with the arm, stops, big movement with the leg, stops. Now again, big movement with the arm, like arm leading. Arm leading the movement. Like look at this like force that he's doing with his arms. Like then the real play for me comes like figuring out like a way that I can express what I'm feeling about the movement. Like maybe here I could make his arms like this, you know. I could completely break the arms just to portray like this idea of this movement that I'm seeing, to exaggerate an idea. So, and by exaggerating this idea, we are giving importance. We are make make this part of the movement, this idea bigger than if I had the arms like this. And yeah, so also I would make, if I'm going to exaggerate like this, I would like this movement to be felt, but you would not see it on screen for like I would make his arms like this for about 2 frames. Like this big hell is like, looks like even like a airplane taking off, like this idea of an airplane taking off. And look at this, we can bring his arm like this and accentuate this idea. We can also like work out like this idea, this leg. Yeah, I also look at the angles like of the leg, like this leg I would make it like this, so that I usually try to look in a way that I can simplify like how much angles the viewer is reading. For example, like this angle of this leg would be similar to this angle, and like this would be like similar to this, so that if we add this in a simpler way to read, um, you can read it faster, you can read the pose faster, because you have less lines to worry about. Like this is parallel to this could be parallel to this, you know, and maybe this is breaking, but even breaking like is, it's making like um, yeah, this shape. um, so yeah, instead of having like this, and then this is breaking and this is breaking, and there, and this is breaking there, and this is breaking there, so I think like what is faster for the viewer to read, like many lines that are not coherent and not leading anywhere, or something that like this, for me it's easier to read. So if finish like this big movement, then the legs take on, then he uses the momentum of this to bring him up. So cool, man. And then he goes like a spring with his leg. We can even like increase this spring look, and then mega stretch, and we can even like increase this line of action. So in order for him to make this part of the body come up first, he has to land, and then this takes off. So he has like this force, and then the force continues like the Alice idea. So it continues in, gets transferred for his chest. Then it comes up. We and look that the Alice effect is still there. Is rotating like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so the next process would be like is going to be like, yeah, for my blocking I try to have all the shapes like the animation reading from every angle, but now we can set up like a camera and work out um, a view and increase all the poses and the readability to that camera. So let's do this. So let me create a camera. Yeah, let's put in like this. I don't know, some songs will mute my Twitch when I download it. I don't know why. Hope this Twitch will not be muted. Yeah, maybe it's best if I like make like YouTube free streaming music videos. Oh yeah, maybe this thing. Yeah, hope this doesn't have like any yeah, so I would look at this. I'm going to start like this staging. Thing. So yeah. I want like the camera to be like my reference. So panel by 2, side by side. So yeah, I want this thing, and we can animate the camera. Yeah, also this music is too loud. I don't know. Okay, no music. Yeah, 1 hour. So going to a new perspective. Yes, can work with that. Show everything, and we want to animate this camera. So it can be like this. Oh yeah, but this way. Yeah, maybe. What I want is this. Nope. Front. Yeah. So yeah, we can do it this way. So I select the camera, put the key in there. What I can do, I can, yeah, remove it like this. So like this, coming down. We could make like this. Like this coming down, then goes up. Oh yeah, but by doing this, I'm not changing the time. Yeah, I need to change the time too. Yeah, so maybe first we work like the idea, then the camera. Yeah, well, let's do that. So we go into perspective. So let's watch the reference to have an idea. Like, it slows down. Okay, so this first part comes fast, slows, fast, mega slow, fast. So yeah, we take note of that idea. So it comes down fast. So we have fast, slow, mega slow, fast. Okay, so let's work this idea to the keyframes. So fast, slow. So fast, slow. Yeah, we can even put in. Yeah, I think in here, like, not even faster. Let's make the fast, slow, mega slow. Like, yeah, here we need a breakdown from here to here. We need a breakdown here. Yeah, we need a maybe background breakdown here too. Yeah, in here, and here I think is cool. So we need to add more breakdowns. But yeah, so here going to be fast, slow, a little bit fast, slow. Can make it slower here. And in this breakdown, we could make like the things that come here and and the previously and after, we could like in here favor this pose. So in here we could favor this pose, and in here we could favor this pose, so that have this pose have more time being uh, yeah, more time that the viewer reads this pose. So if we favor like previously and after, if we favor this pose is going to have more time on screen. So yeah, we are giving more importance to to this rotation, and then goes fast. Yeah, it's going faster, like fast. And then we can, like when he comes down here, we can work that idea that is going to stay here a bit, and we could like bring her even more down and work these twists. Work these angles. So we can increase this. So that's the initial idea of it. So go stays here for a while, and then let's see what happens in our reference. So what's the next idea? So like slow fast, slow fast, so we can make it like, yeah. So since here we are like slowing a lot, we can make this fast because we are building here enough momentum, so we can make this fast. So boom, make this even faster. So fast, and then we can stay here for a so we build momentum, we go fast again, then we slow a little bit, then here we can make him like slower a little bit, we can make him slower a little bit, then fast, fast, fast. Yeah. Like here you're going to be mega fast. Yeah, maybe how much frames? 3 frames? No, maybe 4. Then here we start slowing out, and then what happens? What's the idea? So yeah, here it builds up, so fast, stays, builds, and goes. And I think this part I like it. like how the timing is, and here we can make him like here this. So let's look at the trailer. So let's see this. So show none, show polygons. Oh wait, everything to block mode. So let's compare. Let's make a GIF with this. I think I have here share to GIF. No, maybe not. Share to GIF. Nope. But I can make a movie. Time change. Desktop and time change. We can play blast, and we are going to compare the timings. So I think where was that GIF that I made? Yeah, so we can make like this image guru, and another tab, post. Wait, how did I? Oh, browse exactly. So, yeah, sorry. So yeah, let's compare. Did I select the first one? This. Yeah, let's look at the second one. Reads, slows. Yeah, in this one everything is happening like go. In this one you have like, okay, this first idea, stop, second idea, and then go. We can even like make like a, here when she's here, like make yeah, second, third, stop, and then go, to make like the three actions more readable, instead of having like in this timing everything goes like bam 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 bam. So what we are trying to look at, it's or to fine tune, is the rhythm, the texture, the contrast, and the exaggeration of our timing. Yeah, so yeah, in the rhythm I'm trying to find like the actions and the beats, if the beats are spaced. For the texture I'm looking at finding a variation in the timing as in the contrast. Yeah. So, and I'm trying to make like, okay, look at this movement. Okay, I saw this movement. Like, look at this. Okay, I saw it. Look at this. Instead of having like too much noise. Like here, I feel like it has more noise that in here. Like in here, you have there a stop where, okay, this movement, okay, read, okay, next movement, and there we are going to try to add a little more time there, and then that movement. So yeah, let's try that other idea. So she goes, okay, the first movement, okay, second movement, and here like we could have more time. Okay, in this one, okay, let's see, change to. So let's open another image. Yeah, I start using this image GUR to, yeah, to see these variations, to try to in a fast way to compare what I'm getting. So yeah, this one, upload, and it's the second one, and let's see the difference. So let's see if this has what. Okay, so first idea, stop, second idea, stop, third idea, 1, 2, 3, instead of having like this one that is going like just one big idea. Like, I feel like this is something that what I'm saying, this is not something that you see and you go like if it's wrong or right. For me, it's more, can I make this movement idea have a better readability or not? What can I make? What can I simplify in terms of readability for the user, or the guy that it's going to watch? So yeah, like in the bottom one, I see like just one big idea movement, and I feel like it has much noise. In here, since we have like one idea stop, second idea stop, third idea, it's, for me it's clear. Like the action becomes clear, and I go, oh, 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 instead of just like this big, ooh, ooh, oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so what I'm looking here in this part that I'm watching the timings, it's rhythm, texture, contrast, and exaggeration. So yeah, let's keep going. So yeah, that one that we need some breakdowns. Like, we need a breakdown here, and then maybe, yeah, we definitely need a breakdown here, because we need to start explaining what part of or what pose I'm favoring. So yeah, in here I should do the same to, so like if I favor this pose, I'm going to favor the anticipation. If I favor the other pose, I'm going to favor the the speed of this action. And the same goes here. So I need some breakdowns. So in here, like we have like she goes and pound. So we can build like maybe she this is something that is not on the reference, you know. It's we like doing animation. Like maybe I'm going to favor. Whoa, someone is following. Thank you. Who's following? Alexolic. Thank you. Um, so we can favor. Yeah, we can create this. This. So we can even like rotate the spine a little bit and bring this down. So we stop here. Then it go boom, 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 boom again. Okay. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we can fine tune this pose later on, but just to have like the this idea that I was previously saying of having like this big action, but is divided by three. So you read one movement, stop, you read another movement, stop, and then the big final movement. So and also, so we have like the idea that she's going fast, slows, squash, stretch, go fast, slows again, fast again, then she stops, the audience breathes. This is how I see it. So breathe, okay, let's go again, fast, slow, fast again, and then we go slow. Oh, are you doing any work with the air, or how do we, or eventually what are you doing? Yeah, the air, it's like detail. It's something that I will add in the end when I have everything splined. Yeah, like fingers, hair, uh, boobs, and ass, like movements. That's like details. It's not something that I'm going to add. Uh, in the blocking phase, I will add that details in the end, like in the polish phase. So right now in the blocking, I'm trying to figure out like the timing, the poses, the camera. Yeah, it's keep posed. It's keep posed. Then yeah. So in a splining, oh, you mean the air? Yeah, the air. I'm going to use my tool, physics tools, to create an overlapping actions. Yeah, I'm going to yeah I'm going to automatize like this that process, like the air and the boob jiggling and the ass jiggling, all of that. I'm going to use my tool to make that faster. Yeah, but you can keep pose and animate the air by hand, but yeah, usually that kind of stuff I just use my script to make it faster. Uh, yeah, yeah, this is my script. So yeah, I have many ways I can do like the air animation. Like I can pose the air, and then I create a locator per join, and I offset the locator and pass that information for the controllers. Or I can simply use like my rotation physics script, and the air is going to have like overlap and all of that. But it's something that I'm not really worried in the blocking phase. Thank you, man. Uh, yeah, it's not that complicated. Yeah, I don't know. I think you are not didn't watch the beginning of the stream, but um, yeah, I'm trying to explain all the process, like my what I'm thinking while I'm going while I'm doing this animation. So until now, I explain like the reference, the timing, and uh, how to increase like the poses, how to create great poses and all of that. So yes, to make a resume, like I for the reference, I these are like the points that I looked at, like for the poses. I said that I was looking about what the pose is telling, the line of action, the silhouette, the twinning, the contraposter, the force and opposite force, the exaggerations, arcs, um, trying to direct the eye through the pose, um, like the idea behind the main uh, point of focus. Like if I want to bring more priority to for people to read the arm, what should I do? Like movement resistance in and out of the pose, question stress, initiators of the movement follow through, weights, dynamic shapes, tangents, reversals. Yeah, so yeah, in this phase I'm explaining, trying to explain how I go about like the timing and what I look at. Um, Also, uh, yeah, I was explaining like the difference between this my initial blocking and this one. I was saying that in this one you have like too much noise because it looks like a single like take action. In this one you give like, I think that I give the audience more space to see one action, okay, see another action, okay, see another action. So yeah, trying to work like this idea of readability. So yeah, now I need to add some breakdowns and keep working the timing. So yeah, I can also open keyframe MP. Where is keyframe MP? Keyframe MP. Yes. Programs. Programs. No. Programs. Animation works. Quick kick. And this one. Yeah. And we can make always on top. So breakdown. So I wanted, yeah. So yeah, another idea that I was explaining was I want to favor this pose. I want this pose to have more time on screen. So creating the breakdown, I'm going to favor like this in from this to this. I'm going like create here a keyframe, and let's go. Then I'm going to favor this pose. I could actually start by make this linear, create a middle frame, back to this, and then I can start by start shaping this so that so this leg could favor this pose and then accelerates a little bit, but that is my main idea. I want it to be closer to that point. And also the shape should be similar. And I can actually and we can always like yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for coming by. See you later. And also this will be recorded, and I hope that Twitch doesn't mute the certain parts of this demo. So we could favor this. So yeah, I want to favor. So let's try. Yeah, start with the basics. Always first go to the root. Okay, favoring like everything is always that bouncing ball spacing thing. So I want to favor this pose. So grease pencil. So I want to favor, like, imagine this is a ball or like a timeline thing where you are looking at your spacing. So it's all comes down to that. So if I want to favor this pose, maybe the next pose is going to be like here, because like the spacing from here to here is bigger, from that to there. I can even go like here. So now that I know where I should place it, so it goes here, pow pow, and I'm favoring this pose. And the same idea I'm going to use to every part of the body. Like, okay, what's next? Like, okay, the leg is going to be here and comes from here. I want to favor this pose, so maybe I'm going to place it here. Maybe I'm going to place it like there. So here, clean this up. So yeah, like let's watch it. So this foot is here and is going here. So I want to favor this part. So look what I did. So I favor this pose. Actually, don't need a keyframe. Yeah, grease pencil keyframe. So yeah, this and the same goes with the arms and all of that. So this is here, then is here, and then is here. This is here, then is here, and then is here. And I can say that I want this to favor this. Maybe not, maybe I want this like here. Maybe I want this one to favor that one, so I can do this like whoop, and I can even favor a little bit more that other pose. And in here can favor maybe maybe that one I want it like this. Yeah, so no, yeah, so you see, like I'm favoring that pose, like I'm building like the force by favoring that pose. And from here to here, I can, yeah, this in between is tricky. So I want it fast. Okay, I want a fast movement here. Maybe here I have to add like two, like always going out and I keep this pose, and always going in this pose. But maybe that other part can be fast. So let's see. I would usually don't like to start the pose like I did in here. I like to start from here, so that way I know that I want to favor this pose. So I put a key in there. So I know I want to favor this, and she's going to end up here. So I want to make my key on the root there. So and then So she's going to turn. So she's going to be like this. So hips first. And you can go here, maybe. Maybe you go here. Really exaggerate this. We can maybe put her like this, keep this more straight as possible. Maybe there, and stretch. So squash, stretch, squash, stretch. Is this in stretching? Yeah, we can even like bring this even upper, then pow. And then that one will start. Yeah, this one is going to favor this one. So if this is going to be there, this is going to be here, and I want to favor that one. This is going maybe be more to there, and also this is here. It's going to be here, and now we favor this part. And we have to look for the need to, so yeah, here we can have a better arc. Like this, like this. And here we can just this. Let's look if I'm favoring it right. So yeah, in here, like the pa can be a lot faster. One frame. Yeah, but it's a lot faster. So I hope you enjoy this demo. I have to go, but we will keep on going. Yeah. That one needs to be faster, even faster. Yep, that's it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for, the guys that are going to watch the pre-recorded or pre no not the recorded version, and yeah, see you later.